We live, baby. Checkity check. What's up?
Yo. Back for another one. Another Culture Keeping episode. Keeping the culture to keep it. You know what I'm saying? How you been, brother?
Man, I've been good. I've been hanging in there. You know what I'm saying? This was a Craig on the twos and ones. We getting it done. You know what I'm saying? What up?
Hey, you already know. It's Wise One. You know what I'm saying? The livest brother. A.K.A. Nature's Own. A.K.A. What's left? What's right? And that's what we coming here to give you, right?
Give you what's right.
Give you what's right. You know what I'm saying? Give you what needs to be left. Give you what needs to be left, man. So, you know what I'm saying?
Let's get into it, bro.
Bro, so much has happened. I like how hip hop and social media we go through so much. Like, I encourage everybody at the start of this. I encourage everybody, when you get time, don't scroll. Just go through your likes and your saves on whatever app you choose, because like so much has happened in such a short period of time, and we just like as a culture, we just gradually just move on from it. There's just no resolution. Just move on from it, because that 50 Cent and T.I. shit, it just we just all just gradually just moved on from it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not even a thing. You know what I'm saying? You know. So, you know, it's still wide open for everybody. You know, it's still wide open, man. So we were talking about new albums. We were talking about the Jack Harlow album, you know, and some of the flack it was getting.
It was getting a lot of flack.
Yeah. And you were saying how you felt that it was okay.
I think that the album actually sounds good.
Yeah.
It sounds good. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah.
I can understand the gripe. I can understand the outrage. And I have laughed at some jokes. I've laughed at some jokes because the jokes are funny. They're funny as shit. They is cooking him up, bruh. What's it? They said music no soul child, something like that. Man, something. Music stole child. Music stole child. Very white.
Very white is crazy. Very well. Music Rothschild is crazy.
Bruh, the jokes are absolutely hilarious. They are funny. So, you know, I give it that. But other than that, bro, the music sounds kind of dope. I ain't gonna cap. Like,
well, I think Jack Harlow has always worked with great producers, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's always, like, there's always been great producers around him. Maybe even the fact that he came into the game through DJ Drama, like, again, us being culture keepers, we're going to tell you how things mean in the culture, even though you may not understand. And you may be a person that be like, it don't mean that because I'm older than you. But, motherfucker, not true. Because, listen, DJ Drama was T.I., was Young Jeezy, was the mixtape era. So he had a various of artists that he worked with. And then Lil Uzi was the most recent. And it was like, okay, Lil Uzi worked. So who is like, and since Jack Harlow, I haven't seen anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, me personally, I think that Jack Harlow is a cultural attempt to replace Mac Miller. You know what I'm saying? And just that white rapper that is, you know, you don't have to explain why they're cool. You don't have to explain their where they from and all of that. It was just cool because Mac was from Pittsburgh and he just was that cool. You know what I'm saying? But,
right.
You know, what's the name of this shit again?
The CRX.
What I will say is that Jack Harlow is a great MC though.
Like, I mean, he could rap. He could rap. He could spit some rap. He could spit some.
And the thing is, I am glad he's here because he is still a new artist. He's still with the newer generation of artists. So bars is important, but there are other artists who is bringing bars. Like, damn, what's that brother's name? Punch released this. I don't know what rapper this was, if this was Vh1 or not, but just the whole Cali connection, you know what I'm saying? The whole Cali thing. Okay. Nasson, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, just everything. Like, no, Nasson is Proof's son.
Right.
You know, from Detroit.
Bro, Coast Contra.
Yeah, no, Coast Contra too, but I'm saying even the Detroit stuff, like, because Detroit, they gotta give it up. Y'all niggas do kind of sound like y'all from Cali. That whole that is a Cali sound. And I heard one of y'all niggas talking about it. But yeah. So you know what I'm saying? It's the new wave is gonna be about bars, but I think these bars that we're about to come with. And then like the female aspect has put her foot in there. You know what I'm saying? She like, nah, niggas, break this shit up. She's in battle rap. I'm talking about the female in music and hip hop. The females in there's female DJs, rappers, battle rappers, you know, producers, all that. So I'm just saying, like, right now, the culture is in such a good state that anybody can make what it is. And I feel like LaRussell broke the mold, bro.
So if he broke the mold, like, why is he getting so much come down?
That's what I'm saying.
How come I don't? Why
that was the break-in.
Why does not people understand the message
the
trajectory? You know what I mean?
That's the breakdown.
I got another question too. This is a side note, and I was thinking about this. I wanted to ask you this because, and I know you know, but I feel like this is more of just a question for the people out there too. Like, you know, we go on and on how we as the people, black people, we created all the genres of music, right? Mm-hmm. We go in with it, we talk about it. So why don't we celebrate it all the time? And what I mean by that is, like, how come we aren't champion like all the black people in all the other genres of music? So if we play them, right, like their music should be synonymous with like the top music that we play in the hip hop genre. Like, you know what I'm saying, or all the top songs. It should all be that. Because I was thinking about the other day, I'm like, you know, we always be like, oh, we created rock and roll. But it's like, are we playing the new black hip hop rockers? You know what I'm saying? Are we actually playing them? Do we even know who they are? And even if we play them, are y'all going to be sitting there looking at the DJ like, yo, what you doing? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? I guess this is more to the black and bougie crowd.
That's a great question. That's a great question. And that is a great fucking question, bro. And I feel like what the answer to it is the cultural backdrop, because like we grew up in a time where we knew, okay, even if we didn't know, there was something that made it palatable for us.
Yeah.
So if it was a rock and roll star, like even Slash, you know how many things we done watched that was for black people that Slash just showed up. We was like, oh shit, Slash here. Mm-hmm. This nigga playing guitar. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, and so, I think that right now, that is what's missing. We had a context because there was certain things like, you know, the 100 hip hop
You talking about the countdown?
Yeah, the countdown.
The 100 hip hop, the 100 greatest hip hop songs of all time.
Yeah. See that was palatable. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But tell folks about it, 'cause that's what I'm saying. Like shit, like
because VH1 they used to have it. VH1 used to have the countdown shows. They were like documentaries, bro. Like mini documentary shows, and they had all the stars from the time and like up and coming like comedians and a whole bunch of people all doing it.
It was all about the music. It was all about the culture, and you would see names and people involved that you didn't see before, and it didn't matter if that person was somebody who, you know what I'm saying, it's just, you know, you would sometimes just be coming downstairs, walking down the steps and see a person and just be like, that person look interesting, I see their name, let me look it up. Boom, it's a motherfucking icon in black culture that you didn't even fucking know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shit like that we don't, again, we were preserved our culture. This culture was preserved through us through those, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But yeah, that countdown, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because then you reminded me of the other one where David Allen Greer was hosted. I forgot that he was. I was like, bro, because when you said it, at first I was like, that's unfamiliar. But then when I thought about it some more, I was like, actually, I do remember seeing him. And then when it played and he started talking, I was like, because I remember that intro.
Bro, one season programs. You got it. We got to collect those.
Yeah.
Those one season programs. And see, this is why culture keeping is so important. Because it ain't just about the culture. It ain't just about the entertainment or the images you see. It's also about the equipment you use and how you create. Creativity is at the forefront of this culture. And the thing is, black people in this country that has been through what they've been through, has a history that they have, has done creativity. Mm-hmm. When you put pressure on a diamond, it bursts. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When people are the most sad and they don't have nothing, creativity becomes the only thing they rely on. Mm-hmm. I have to create a system of finding food or finding shelter or you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the creative aspect of this people who were shut out of every aspect of life, they were looked at as property to create the culture of the world.
Mm-hmm. That's deep.
So we've been being really shallow with y'all, but you know, you ever had a blooper episode? How you know we ain't fucking with y'all?
You snooze, you lose.
You snooze, you lose. But listen, I want to know something. I want to know.
You don't have to keep pushing record on that.
What was the most memorable moment in hip hop for you? Like, before you get to the point where hip hop can't survive without you, because it's gonna come to that point. It's to that point for a lot of people that we can name, but right now you're feeling hip hop in such a way that they don't even know just through this podcast. But you know what I'm saying? For you, what was the moment that hip hop that you really that it was like that you really grasped the elements, everything? Like, it was just like that was the moment that hip hop became hip hop, the culture for you.
Okay. That's two moments. I would say two. The very, very first moment was watching the Hardball music video. not gonna cap. I know it sounds head ass for sure, but listen, you know, when you think of the top people at the time, you know, they had all of them. You know what I'm saying? It was Lil Bow Wow, it was Lil Zane, it was Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? And Sammy. They was calling him Lil Sammy because he was next to all them niggas, but his name was Sammy. You feel what I'm saying? Like they was all together on that record.
If I can remember correctly, because I had Sammy's first album. It was all orange. It was just like the video. If I can remember, had orange in the video. It was like orange and blue. I can remember the color because I had Sammy. I just had to have the album. And
Sammy, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, like if I can remember that shit was, yeah. You know, you just had to have that Sammy album, bro. Like, Sammy was definitely that one of them young niggas that was before the wave. That's what I'm saying. Like, he was before the big wave. It was Sammy, bro, and Lil Corey.
Yeah, Lil Corey. That the same thing with him too. His name was not Lil Corey. It was just Corey.
All right.
Them niggas, yeah, but that was the first moment that music video, because it was like bang. We was already cool with Lil Bow Wow and them. We was already rocking with all that. You know what I'm saying? Lil Zane was also tight. You know what I'm saying? And Lil Wayne, we all knew that he was gonna be. He was the young nigga with the hot boys
at the time.
So it was kind of
like
a real, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It was a real nigga moment.
Oh shit!
It was like the moment of like
no, because that's some real shit.
Hip hop was like kind of
that's
like
some real
it was
shit.
showing like these are the little niggas, low key. Like
yeah.
Not even on some little niggas,
bro. Lil Wayne being on that record, I feel like was the like you said,
it was the stamp.
It was the stamp of hip hop, but it was also like we can come together. Cause you figure Lil Bow Wow at the time was what, JD?
Yeah, because Jermaine Dupri was in the video.
Birdman
was in the video. Birdman was in the video too. He's the one that brought them out the jerseys.
Yeah. So it was Lil Wayne, Sammy,
Lil Zane,
and who else?
That was it. Yeah.
Lil Wayne, Sammy, Lil Zane,
and Lil Bow Wow. Yeah.
Zane though, who was Zane signed to? Columbia?
I don't know if he was signed to Columbia. He might have been signed to Atlantic.
Yeah, right.
I'm just guessing too. I'm not sure.
No, you're right.
But this nigga. But Lil Zane, like when you think about it, bro, it's like when you think about basketball, right? You gotta think about like
that shit was crazy.
Think about the NBA. Think about the NBA. Think about the NBA All-Star game. You get what I'm saying? Like, think about your hat. Like, think about the NBA All-Star game. Like, you got all the people that are like the best niggas in their town all linking up for this spectacle, for this one moment to really like spaz out real quick. So like that was that one. And you know, for all the young men out there, you know, we was kind of like, it was tight. You know what I'm saying? You know,
right.
It was culture, like for real at the time. And then I feel like the second time might have been
Priority.
Oh, Priority Records. Oh yeah, word.
That's who Lil Zane was signed to. Priority. So Universal. When did Hardball come out? 2001.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was on Priority. Bro, that shit is so fucking crazy, bro. Like you ain't gonna ever have a situation like that again. See, listen. Back in the day, shit used to be about the kids.
It used to be about the kids.
It used to be about the kids, bro. But the adults had to sneak their shit. The adults had to sneak their shit in there, bro. So it had to be a funky beat that the adults could listen to too.
Yeah, that's the only way it was going past.
And still to this day, still to this day, niggas be like, it went from that to, you know, whipping nay.
Watch me whip, watch me nay.
You know what I'm saying? And then now it's a whole bunch of other shit, man. These kids listen to a whole bunch of shit. Like, you ever have the DJ that one song, I don't know the name.
I don't know what song
I
that
just
is.
know I be around a lot of kids, and they fucking love this song. They just every
time I can never catch the songs when you be singing them,
bro.
I be trying to catch them. I can't catch them.
When you hear the song, you're gonna understand that you didn't have to catch nothing but. Bro, this song I don't know if they're saying football, or I don't know. I have no idea, but the kids, I was at a kid event and they played this shit. I was like, oh, so this is really a kid song. I was like, oh, okay. That's a song I even
never heard
officially children people play. And I was like, okay. It's still hip hop at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Never heard of it.
It's still hip hop. At the end of the day, hip hop is the one thing I was telling my son this. Hip hop is the one thing or the one genre of music that has never been changed or it hasn't been replaced because one, it is the amalgamation of all genres, and two, it's also the most creative. You can go in so many dimensions and say it's hip hop, even if you have a straight hip hop beat and be like, it could be boom bap and you could be doing that screamo shit. Imagine that. Imagine that a boom bap beat and a motherfucker doing that screamo shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he can make it work though.
Nah, Tizo touchdown kind of has a vibe like that. Like, but
you see what I'm saying?
But it's almost like
you can make anything hip hop.
Yeah, some songs are like a vice versa with that though.
Like you can make screamo hip hop, but you can't make hip hop screamo. That's crazy.
They all go together if they all put it together.
You make anything hip hop, but you can't make.
You can't make
anything hip hop.
You can't make anything hip hop.
You make anything hip hop, but you can't make hip hop anything. Like you can't make hip hop and jazz, cause form.
But I mean, hip hop.
Jazz in itself is straight jazz, but hip hop, I'm trying to tell you that it's a straight vibe, and you can incorporate jazz in that vibe of hip hop. But I'm trying to tell you to get to jazz, if you incorporate hip hop, it's gonna turn hip hop.
Yeah.
You could turn the most jazziest song on, but if you add a rapper to that bitch, it's gonna turn hip hop. I swear to God. You know who proves that shit? Knowledge. The producer.
Yeah, the dude that's No Worries.
Please have mercy on me. This nigga turned battle rap and made it into a beautiful art. I don't know.
Oh, that's somebody different.
Meek Mill, you did a wrong. You did something wrong. I don't know if you and Knowledge have come to a consensus, but I don't know if any other hip hop podcast is talking about this. But Meek Mill, go back to Knowledge, nigga. Go and get with Knowledge and dead all that bullshit. Because Knowledge, let me tell y'all, Knowledge produced a whole bunch of mixtapes using battle raps, but the main focus was Meek Mill. So he had a whole bunch of mixtapes featuring Meek Mill, and once Meek Mill didn't know about it, but once Meek Mill found about it, he was like, hell no. I'm trying to tell you, and he did it to shit. But when you listen to the shit, it's the most beautiful work of blackness that you ever heard. It's the pain, it's the struggle, but it's put to such a beautiful motherfucking key and tone that you can't even refute the fact that it's God.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to tell you, it's like, it's unexplainable. It's like putting salt and pepper on food. You're hearing the most gruesome shit in the world lyrically, but put to such a beautiful tone. So Meek Mill, go back to knowledge, bro. You might need to do a whole album with just you and knowledge. And I would tell you, Meek Mill, in all the artists in hip hop, Meek Mill is the one that I would say represents perseverance. No matter what he's going through, no matter what niggas is saying about him, Meek Mill's going to be himself, do what he say he's going to do, and it's going to be what it is. And I feel like that's always been how Meek Mill is. I love hip hop. I fucking love hip hop. We have so many great stories, and just looking at the screen that I'm looking at and looking at Kid and Play, the fact that Play was more into the streets.
Was he?
No, he was.
You talking about in the movie or in real life?
In real life. I'm saying real. Look at the interviews. Go look up the interviews. Play wasn't play. You don't play with Play. That was the thing. You really ain't supposed to play with Play.
Nah, that's
because like Play was really that nigga for real. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And then see Amanda Seals.
Yeah, they just said her name was Amanda Diva. I was like, that's crazy. Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Like hip hop got all these characters, man. Our culture has all these characters, and the point of these things is to see who reflects you. It might be Play, it might be Kid.
I got another question for you.
Okay.
All right. So the other day I was kicking it with that nigga Dolly Rock, right? Mm-hmm. Shout out to my man Dolly Rock. He was like, he said that a lot of people like fashion themselves after a character or somebody that they see on TV. And he said, I forgot who he said. Oh, he said Ghost kind of be like stylizing his like swag after like Neo from the Matrix. And he said Dolly Rock was like, I low key, I feel like I gotta be like trying to like channel like Fresh Prince for real. And I was kind of like,
Ghost is a homie that we know. Shout out to Ghost.
Yeah, shout out my man Ghost Harmon too. Yeah. And then he said, he was like, yeah, I try to style. I think I try to internalize like Fresh Prince. And I was like, he was like, what do you think?
And shout out to Dolly Rock too.
He was like, what you think? He was like, what you think? He was like, what do you think you be looking at? And I thought about it. And I was like, I never really thought about it like that. But if I was to really try to like, put a direction, I would say Spike Lee. Low key. I think that I feel like as far as what we were talking about like hip hop and like having like characters, I think that all of those people I just named are all kind of like characters. You know what I'm saying? As far as like what it means to hip hop, like symbols, like, the visual aspect, because hip hop, yes, the culture and the sound of the hip hop and the music, but like the visual aspect too. You get what I'm saying? Like that's what like those people like represent. Like Fresh Prince like represented a certain like time in hip hop, like the culture, the youth. You get what I'm saying? And Spike Lee kind of did too. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't a young nigga, but like he was a young nigga, but he was like an adult.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it kind of like was like kind of like moving in that way. Matter of fact, I got another question. What you think about the other day? They tried to cook up Wale for his outfit. He had on some jean shorts. He had on a crew neck and some pink shoes, sneakers, and I think he had on a hat too. And and it was like, yo, what 40-year-old is still dressing like this?
Oh yeah, I saw that. I did see that. I did see that. You know what I think about that? That's a good question. That is a great question. You know what I think about that? I think that people feel better when someone is down, and they feel even more better if the person that is down has more than them. So I think that the whole dressing thing is becoming a bit misplaced, because as we was just talking, I love when off-camera conversations become on-camera conversations, but we were just talking about how life is different, y'all. Like when we was growing up,
life is different, y'all.
Yo, when we was growing up, there was literally little niggas going around the neighborhood asking to cut grass. I am an adult now with home and a family, and I'm cutting my own grass. Little niggas, where you at? Come on, little niggas, where you at? Come on, you know what I'm saying? So I think that people don't understand how hip hop really is. Hip hop is a culture. So when you have had this culture, we just celebrated hip hop 50 in 2023. That was 3 years ago. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so people born when hip hop was born, technically born, because there's a whole lore what the kids on the internet, I call it lore too, but the kids on the internet call it lore too. That anything surrounding a topic is called lore.
Right.
So
the whole universe.
Right. So the lore of hip hop, you know what I'm saying? It you gotta understand, hip hop is a youthful culture. It's about keeping the youth, and the fact that something in the 80s, we were just watching that Black to the Future with David Allen Greer in the 80s. That fact that came there, you see youth in adulthood even.
Yeah, look at Ye.
So when people ask why Wale dressed like that, because he's still in touch with his youth through the culture of hip hop.
Word. I agree.
It's not that hard to understand.
Yeah, it's like, bro,
it's very simple.
Yeah.
He is not that way because he's from Washington or Maryland or whatever. He's not that way because he's whatever you can say about him. But we know he can be that way because of all those ways. But one way he know he's doing that, he's dressing that way, one way we can verify is that hip hop. Once you start expressing yourself, then you can't stop. Yeah. Hip hop is not about just making music. And that's the difference.
Yeah, it's a feeling. It's something you live. It's a lifestyle.
So even if you're having camera issues or even if you're having mic issues, it's not going to stop. When this camera stops, hip hop and culture keeping doesn't stop for us. We keep culture keeping. This is a lifestyle. We literally culture keep 24/7 in our minds, in our bodies, in our spirit. See, right now, it's like having baseball cards or football cards.
Pokemon cards.
No. Not Pokemon cards. I'm talking about football or baseball.
All right.
It's like having those. Because the reason why I say not like Pokemon cards is because if you had a card from a player from 1950, right?
Okay.
If you had it was a player in 1950. The card was made in 1955, and you had it. In your mind, can you think of any 1955 sports leagues other than the ones that's on television? What about the ones that's not, like the Negro League? What if you had a card?
Okay.
from the Negro Leagues of that time.
Right.
Exactly. See what I'm saying? So with this culture, with this culture hip hop, right now, motherfuckers, you might not think that what you're doing means something, or what you experience that influence what you're doing means something, but all of that has value because hip hop, R&B, black music, black culture, all of that has a certain backdrop and context. So when you do anything in that, it's like, bro, you literally are performing at a level which was not calculated. So it's a wonder every time you do something. Every single thing you do in life is a wonder, just because you are a part of that. And if you're white watching this, you too. You wanna know why? Because you might have had black friends. Yes, your mom and your dad might have got excommunicated from their family, which means you could say fuck your mom and your dad and go back. But the fact that you had these friends, you understand how life works, all of that plays a part in it. But if you are black, if you can look in the mirror and see that melanin, or see not just that melanin, understand that your ancestors went through a certain process, you know what I'm saying? Like, this culture that we talk about, this culture is still something that came from you. It does not come to the point where you can get a certain mix a lot. It does not come to a point where you get a certain mix a lot without you, your parents, your parents' parents, your parents' parents' parents, your parents' 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 parents sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you are living in it, the fact that you're living in a time where the sacrifice meant something, of freedom, you can gain access to any body of information you want. Just culture keeping. That's all we are putting into the forth of how you can do that. If you have a question about what's going on, how this plays a part, we can tell you how it plays a part. Because our parents was keen to showing us how that shit was to them. We had to know Earth, Wind, and Fire, right? You had to know Earth, Wind, and Fire before you ate that motherfucking Cheerios in the morning, nigga. You had to know Earth. You had to know these niggas, Earth, Wind, and Fire. You had to know motherfucking Shaka Khan. It was right there in front of your face, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Right there, bro.
So yeah. So I ask you, you know what I mean? With hip hop being in the state that it's in right now, what do you think, as a culture keeper, being somebody who sees something beyond most of the rappers we can name? Even some of the rappers has been in the game a long time. There's something that they may have not experienced that you experienced. So what do you think that is the key thing, or a key thing? Now, I'm not gonna say it's the key thing, but what is a key thing that you think that these artists and rappers in the game could use right now, as far as to make it, you know, bring it back to the time period in which we knew and how we appreciated art?
I mean, I feel like they're kind of doing it now. A lot of them are. Like, because everything is all aesthetically right now. So it's just the visual part. Like, we got to see it being the visual. Like, you know, everyone wearing the baggy clothes, or going and getting the video camera style videos. and stuff like that. It's all aesthetic. So, you know, as far as like, bringing it back to how it used to be, I feel like, you know, it would just have to go back. The platforms would have to be back to where it used to be. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's all one platform, even though they're all different platforms. Yes, it's all still kind of one platform. Like, we're all looking at it through our phone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, even like all the different platforms are all into one. So the radio, it was a different platform. We would tune into the radio and get hip. Tuning into watching the music videos on the TV, right? Even with the TV, the different channels, right? The different performances, all of that. We can do all of those things through one medium, which is the phone. So it looks like it's all like that. So you get what I'm saying? So that's why it's like, it can't never have that same aesthetic, because, you know, the different places where you can find them. Now, people can still do the swag, like how, you know, some people, like, you can only reach Frank Ocean through Tumblr. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll know if like something that he says is like law, because it's like, okay, he meeting up niggas on Tumblr. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll know if like Ari Lennox is, you know, talking that real game, because she's gonna pull up and go live. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, nah, this is me talking. You know what I'm saying? You gonna know.
But what I'm asking is like,
what is the niggas missing? I feel like
what I'm asking is this.
Yeah, because
okay, let me ask you this. Well, Michael B. Jordan, right? Talk about Michael B. Jordan, the Oscars, and how that affects hip hop. I personally feel like when Michael B. Jordan winning the Oscars, when we was kids, hip hop would reflect that without us asking for it. It would just reflect that. But I feel like,
well, like, what do you mean?
We are making it reflect because of the internet.
Well, tell me an example. So like when Denzel won, or when
well, I'm just saying in this moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Will Smith would have won back then, anything. Okay, when Ruben Studdard, you know what I'm saying? Them just being on that show.
Okay.
It was a hip hop moment. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was talking about it. It was, this nigga was doing something. You know what I'm saying? He was everywhere.
Sorry, 2004.
You know what I'm saying? And it's the media aspect and the aspect of when they drop an album, we gonna buy it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my dad definitely bought Ruben Studdard's album.
When Sinners came out, we went to go see it.
Yeah, Sinners was definitely the greatest movie that a lot of us had seen in a long time.
Yeah.
It was dynamic. The photography was fire. The acting was fire. Everything was just dope about it.
No, they deserved more. I feel like they robbed Delroy Lindo though. They robbed Delroy Lindo because they didn't want the trifecta. If they would have had Ryan Coogler holding an Oscar, Michael B. Jordan holding an Oscar, and Delroy Lindo holding an Oscar, that would have been way too powerful, and that would have birthed a new movie. I feel like that moment would have birthed a whole new movie with them three. It would have became like, okay, this is the trifecta. What's the next movie? Like, and there's niggas don't know what stories lie in their records of the past. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I asked what I asked, because it's like, when we was growing up, we had that potential. Like, you were given the same visuals in different perspectives and contexts. So when a motherfucker was from back in the day doing something, you was warranted too. It was, your parents didn't even have to tell you. My parents didn't listen to KRS-One. Or my parents didn't listen to Tribe Called Quest or Wu-Tang Clan or whoever. But I was on them because my cousins was on them too. But I was on them because of the shit that I was seeing on TV. They was pre-served to us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Movies were connected to albums, were connected to promotion on news, on TV shows, on all type of shit.
Yeah, like example, like American Gangster. For the life of me, I used to think that Jay-Z's album was the soundtrack for the movie because
it's not the soundtrack for the movie.
It's the technical term is the spiritual album.
Wow.
That's according to Jermaine Dupri.
That's the same thing Beyonce did with the Black is King, all that shit.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So
mysterious deals.
Yeah, because when you watch American Gangster, the trailer, they threw in "Ain't No Love in the Heart of the City." That song came out on the Blueprint.
Oh shit!
But I thought, yeah, that was on the Blueprint. So I'm thinking like, oh, what? But then at the same time, when American Gangster is coming out, Rock Boys and the other songs are coming out on the radio, and Blue Magic is on the TV because of the music video. And you know, in the Blue Magic, they got that excerpt from the movie in it. So the whole time I'm thinking, bro, this is all happening all at once. You know, they shouting out American Gangster in the Rock Boy song. It's like, oh, I'm thinking this whole world package universe is happening, but it wasn't the soundtrack technically, but it was the spiritual one.
Yeah,
Jermaine Dupri, because Jay-Z had the movie, and they was playing the movie in the sessions when they were making the album.
Yeah.
So they was able to do that. So I felt like that was kind of fun. So I feel like you're saying, like, you know, hip hop and movies and everything, like it was a package deal. So I get what you're saying. I think maybe if the Sinner's songs were a little bit more commercial, like if all the commercial songs might have like went a little bigger outside, I think it would have been like a big commotion too. You know what I'm saying? Like the James Blake song, or even if they just kept showing love to that nigga Miles. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like showing how showing other songs that he did outside of the songs for the movie. Cause they be using him for a lot of shit. He be performing everywhere.
Yeah. You realize you went Lakers before though, right?
Did I?
Yeah. I realized you was
coming. I was wearing an Indiana jersey.
Nah, you went Lakers before, bro.
And on the here?
I think so.
On the podcast? Nah.
You didn't go Lakers before?
Nah, it was an Indiana jersey.
You didn't go full Lakers?
Nah, I went full Lakers now.
I feel like you went full Lakers before. You are a California nigga to the bone.
We can go back
and look at the tape. I measured California niggas swag based off of you. Cause every niggas who be like, I'm from Cali, be like, nah. That's what I'm saying. Like, Culture Keeping is all about creativity, man. It's a new experience every single time.
Basically.
Every single time it's a new experience, bro.
Yeah, working it out, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because we're going to start playing music on here. So, we're going to start playing music on here and be on the lookout for our reaction videos. Because it is clutch that you are in the area. So, I've been organizing to get you in that at a specific time.
Yeah.
And get the mic right. Like right in the middle of us so that we could turn it into something great.
Word.
So yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be lit. Check out the reaction videos. But it's not the lavish, brother.
Yeah, man. Culture Keeping at its finest.
Yo, Culture Keeping is all about learning, cause
that's what it's all about.
Bro. Your ancestors, it's Culture Keeping. The Instagram is Culture Keeping at Culture Keeping Podcast. Mm-hmm. Again, with 2 K's, culture with a K and keeping with a K. Culture Keeping Podcast. You know what I'm saying? On Instagram. Culture Keeping Podcast 411. You know what I'm saying? On the YouTube.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yo.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. Share it.
The thing about this project is that
Make sure you share it.
If you don't get on it now, you're gonna be mad. That's the thing about this project, because it's hooking up so many different variables of Atlanta culture and Atlanta underground that, you know.
It's nuts.
Yeah. And it's crazy because the best part, the worst part is nigga, stop calling us.
That's funny. All right, man. I'll see you in a minute.
Bro. Culture keeping. Keeping the culture. Lisa Ray. Old Salt and Pepper.